Hello, in this video I'm going to give you a quick recap on how you can get started with creating activities, lessons, and units within Scholar Education. So from the home page, you're going to click Plan and then Create New Unit. You can generate with AI or create from scratch, and you'll see that PAWfessor Bruce is here along the way. You can either expand him to have a full screen for help, or you can minimize him to this vertical view. You also have speech to text with PAWfessor Bruce. I'm going to exit out and I'm going to click Create with AI. I know for this lesson that I want to create, it's for my first grade students, and with Valentine's Day coming up, I want to do some sort of activity about poetry. So I'm going to click first grade. This is going to be an ELA lesson, and I'm going to select my one class. You can select as many as you want here. And then I'm just going to do one lesson, but you can choose as many lessons as you want to generate. Then you'll see that you have this additional context box. Like I said, I want to do a lesson around Valentine's Day. So I'm going to tell PAWfessor Bruce this information so he can better create this lesson for me. So I wrote in, this is a Valentine's Day lesson around the theme of friendship and kindness. Then you'll see that you have the option to add in standards. It's not required, although we do recommend it. But if you're not using standards, we recommend that you add in additional context so PAWfessor Bruce can better generate content for you. So this could include student objectives or skills you want them to work on. It could be that you're referencing a specific resource you want to use in a lesson. As much information as you can is really helpful for PAWfessor Bruce. Then you'll see you have a space to select standards. It's going to first ask you to select a body of knowledge. So I'm going to click reading, and that's going to filter down standards just related to reading. And I'm going to pick these two that are related to poetry. You can see that they're saved right here. I'm going to click next, and what you're going to see is a unit overview page. So this gives me the name of this unit, and then also the one lesson that I have selected. This unit overview is just for me to see so I know what this unit is about. And you can see that additional context is right here that I added. Now, for this unit overview, I can give specific instructions for BaxterBot for how I want him to interact with students. So for example, if I want him to speak to students a certain way, like they're characters in a book, I could do that. I could ask him to review previous content that they've learned. For this lesson, I want my students to write a poem about a classmate. So I'm going to ask him to start every conversation asking students about their classmate and help them to write a poem. Then what you'll see is you have keywords. These are only visible to students who have this accommodation in their student profile, but these are automatically generated for you. You can exit out if you want to get rid of any, and you can also add additional ones. So I'm going to type in poem, hit enter for my students to see those keywords. Now, you only have this whole unit overview, but you don't have any lesson activities yet. So you can see here it says no activities, so I'll need to add those in for this lesson. I can either manually add them or generate with AI, but I'm going to teach you how to do that in the next video.